Welcome to my channel. I'm Scott, and in this video we're going to do an exercise. If you put $10,000 into certain stocks 10 years ago, how much money would you have today? So let's say I put $10,000 into the S&P 500 index, ticker SPY, that's an ETF. So let's put that symbol into this website, stocksplithistory.com, SPY. So if I put $10,000 in January 2013 into this ETF, I'd have $31,900 today. That's a 12% annual return, a 219% total return. That's assuming I reinvested the dividends. If I did not reinvest the dividends, I'd have about $30,000 today. So you can see it peaked in the beginning of 2021. It was about $36,000, my $10,000, but it has come down, but it's still a pretty good return. Let's put that into our spreadsheet, $32,000. What if I put $10,000 into the NASDAQ 100, ticker QQQ? And that ETF did do a split, a 2-for-1 stock split in 2000. So you can see this ETF did much better. You'd have $45,800 today. Now let's look at a bunch of small cap stocks. The first one is AVA Technologies, AEVA. And this company has not done any stock splits. Your $10,000 would have been $1,675 today. So after 10 years, you would have lost 83% of your money. Let's look at Bark. I used to get a Bark box for my dog each month. And Bark is a SPAC, I believe. And this stock wasn't around 10 years ago. It started trading in December 2020. You can see it went up in the beginning. 10,000 jumped to about 12,500. But if you're still holding today, you'd only have $1,500 today. That's an 85% loss. Let's look at Bio-Nanogenomics. Bingo, BNGO. And this started trading in 2018. So your $10,000 would have doubled after about a year and a half. But if you're still holding, you'd be at about $2,900 today. Let's look at Denny's. We've all been to Denny's at least once, I'm sure. And that's done a lot better than the other two stocks. Your $10,000 would have been about $24,000 today. That's a 9% annual return. Let's look at DHT. This is an oil and gas midstream company. Midstream falls between upstream and downstream. Midstream companies store and transport oil. They did a reverse stock split in 2012, a 1-for-12 reverse stock split. This stock has done really well recently. Pretty much all oil stocks have gone up a lot in 2022. Your $10,000 would have been $33,000 today. If you did not invest the dividends, you'd have $25,000 today. So let's put $33,000, which has done a little better than S&P 500. Let's look at Fortuna Silver Mines, FSM. They have not done any stock splits. Your $10,000 would have been $8,500 today. Fubo TV, FUBO. This is not Fubu, the clothing company. This is Fubo. And that's done really poorly. It started trading in 2019. You'd only have $2,200 today. But at one point, your $10,000 would have been $50,000. And if you had $50,000 in your account, now it's $2,200, you'd be pretty depressed. I know I would be really unhappy. Let's look at Geo, the Geo Group. This is a REIT. They have prisons and detention centers. They've done 3 stock splits, a 3-for-2, a 2-for-1, and a 3-for-2. So this stock, you're pretty much flat, $10,700 after 10 years. That's including the dividends, if you reinvested those dividends. If you did not reinvest the dividends, you would have done a little better, close to $12,000. Let's look at Gevo, the specialty chemical company, GEVO. They've done 3 pretty big reverse stock splits. Reverse stock split is usually when a company is in distress and wants to pump up their stock price so it doesn't fall below $1 and get delisted. Your $10,000 would have been $1.77. So you would have lost 99.98% of your investment. Ouch. $2. Golden Nugget Casino, GNOG. And they started trading in 2019, your $10,000 would have been $5,900 today. At one point, it was $25,000. It's so hard to figure out when to sell. We all kick ourselves when we sell too early, but we're really upset if we sell too late and the stock crashes. They did a 1-for-5 reverse stock split last year. I'm not sure why they list a 1-for-1. But this stock has done really well. At one point, your $10,000 would have been over $900,000. Now it's $157,000. Let's look at a REIT, ticker MAC. They've done 4 stock splits. It looks like they were all pretty close to a 1-for-1. Your $10,000 would have been $3,700. Let's look at a pick and shovel cannabis company, WM Technology, ticker MAPS. They've done 2 stock splits. Your $10,000 would have been only $1,200 today. That's an 88% loss. I like oil and gas midstream companies. They're a pretty safe investment. Let's look at Noble Midstream, ticker NBLX. They started trading in 2016. The stock was up for several years. It looks like around 2020 during COVID it crashed, and it has come up, but you're still down. Your $10,000 would have been $7,800 today. That's a 5% annual loss. Let's look at a computer hardware company, Nano Dimension, NMDM. They've done 1 split, a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. Your $10,000 would have been $400 today. Ouch. And this number at the bottom is the average of all 30 small cap stocks. Right now the average is 17,000, so you would have been much better off investing in the S&P 500. Let's look at Newstar, ticker NS. This stock has been a roller coaster up and down. Your $10,000 would have been $8,800 today. At one point, you were down about 75%. Let's look at Invitae, NVTA. This stock has done poorly. You'd be at $1,400 today. Ocean Gold, OCANF. With this stock, you'd be down 19%. Your $10,000 would be $8,100 today. PBF, an oil and gas refining and marketing company. This stock has done pretty well. You'd be at $20,000. It would have doubled your investment. Let's look at Ribbon Communications, RBBN. It looks like this stock was pretty much in the green the entire time. Your $10,000 would have been $15,000 today. Let's look at Sturm Ruger, RGR. They've done 2 2-for-1 stock splits. I know this company sells lots of firearms. Your $10,000 would have been $16,000 today. They probably have lots of government contracts. Seritage, another REIT, SRG. Your $10,000 would have been only $3,400 today. Wow, it really crashed during COVID and it hasn't come up. Let's look at Sorrento Therapeutics. Your $10,000 would have been $36,000 today. Let's look at TK LNG Partners, Liquefied Natural Gas, TGP. You'd be down about 30%, $6,800 today. Let's look at Energy Fuels, UUUU. That's a pretty cool ticker. They did a big reverse stock split, a 1-for-50 in 2013. Your $10,000 would have been $8,200 today. Vaxart, VXRT, they did a 1-for-11 reverse stock split. You would have lost almost all your money with this stock, $260 today. Let's look at Voyager, the cryptocurrency broker. This company does well when crypto is in a bull market, and it does poorly when crypto is in a bad market. So you would have pretty much lost all your money with this investment. Let's look at Viamed Healthcare, VMD. Your $10,000 would have been $11,000. This started trading in 2019. And the last one, Exela Technologies, XELA. And this stock is down 99.99% since 2015. You'd have about $1. So you can see how risky it is investing in small caps. You have to do a lot of due diligence. Most of them don't even come close to hitting the S&P 500. So with some of these stocks, it's either a home run or nothing. And there's a lot of nothings on this list, not many home runs. Please let me know if you want me to add certain tickers the next time I do this type of video. I hope you learned something new. Subscribe, leave a like, comment. Talk to you soon.